Hi, everyone. It's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So welcome to my YouTube or my Facebook page. I really do appreciate it. I go on live about 5 times a week, and my whole purpose of going live is to teach people and to encourage and enable people to stamp and create cards on their own. I hope that I can give you just a fraction of some sort of knowledge or some inspiration in order to create on your own. So like I say, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are not a member and you have not subscribed, make sure that you do that just down below here, and you can hit the bell and you'll get notified immediately as soon as I do go live. Also, this is part of a live, so if you don't like it when I do talk with different people, you can just watch it on the replay. Tell me that you're watching it on a replay, and then just scoot on by all that sort of part. I do interact with my people quite a bit. I like to get their input sometimes on what I'm doing, but it's all part of the creative process, right? So like I say, welcome to my live. This is Monday, where I usually do a fancy fold card or I do a 3D project, and we're going to do a 3D project today. And this is kind of in prep for the winter season that's coming on up. I do like the 12 days or the 12 weeks of Christmas. This might be something that I might spotlight on that. I'm not sure. I do have an idea what I'm going to use this for, but whether or not if you're at this point, because I'm going to use it for that, I'm going to make the product or make it, and then I'll tell you about it later on in my 12 weeks of Christmas. So if you want to get on that email list, make sure that there is a spot to sign up for my emails. I don't, when it's outside of Canada, I don't give out newsletters regularly, but I do for the Canadian ones that have joined in. Hello, Pam. Thanks for joining me. All right. So surprise, surprise. What am I using? I am using the sophisticated Sled. Honestly, for my Christmas card class that I have coming up at the end of the month, oh, I use this. We're doing 3 different designs. And honestly, the one card, I've got to tell you, is over 24 pieces to the one card. We do make 6 cards, 3 of different 2 each of the 3 different designs, but this one card, yeah, it was a lot of cutting, but well worth it, and I'm sure that people that are coming to the class are really going to enjoy it. I do have those classes going until November, so if you are interested, do reach out to me, and you would need to do that. Yeah, you can reach out. There is an email address down below. So this sophisticated Sled, I was telling somebody the other day, this has to be my one of my all-time favorite stamp bundles. It's I like how intricate it is on certain parts, but it's lots of fun. You can stamp with it. You can die cut with it. I just like putting these things together. All right, so we are making, like I say, it's going to be like an explosion box. It's going to be a gift box. You could do this where you could do this type of a box to make for, I was thinking I've got Pandora for my granddaughter. She gets it every birthday once she turned 13, so something that's appropriate for her. All that sort of stuff. So I'm hoping that that'll work. Hello, Colleen from Fargo. Okay, so this box, I've got the templates done up. I have not got them where they're ready to go on my group. I will take a picture of this and possibly do it while I'm away. I am heading out tomorrow, but I am going to pre-record the technique for tomorrow. It'll go live at 4:30 Pacific time tomorrow. And then I'm also doing the card sketch that will go live at 10 o'clock Pacific time on Saturday. I've got that already done, but it's just a matter of coming in and doing this. So this piece is 5 inches by 10 inches. So when I do this template, it'll have all the measurements and everything else on there. And I'm going to show you how I'm scoring that. And then I have another piece, which I'm going to do in very vanilla. I'm thinking that this should look okay on the inside. If not, if I don't like it, I've got a piece of Old Olive. This is Old Olive, you guys. I am so into the greens lately. It's unbelievable. And this piece happens to be 7 1/8 by 7 1/8. Now, very important when you're doing boxes and that sort of stuff that you are off by 1/8 of an inch on top and bottom parts. It just helps with the lining up of everything. So let me bring in my scoreboard or my trimmer. Like I say, this is 5 inches by 10 inches. And I am on the long side, which is the 10-inch side. I'm going to score this, and I'm going to make sure I've got that my cutting blade at the bottom, and the score one's the lighter one here. Let me just bring that down more into thing here. So I'm going to score this at 1 1/4. And you know what? I'm going to do this a little bit different. When I did this one particular card for the card class, I needed to have a really good score line. So a lot of times the trimmer gives me kind of a good score line, but I prefer to use it with my a stylus. And this is your take your pick tool. And I'm just using the really, really thin end of that. And then I'm just going to go in and just score it there at 1 1/4. And then we're going to score it at 3 3/4. Now, a scoreboard is really good, but I find when I'm on video, a scoreboard doesn't work. Scoreboards are my preference to score. I just think they're fantastic scoring. Now, we're going to do this at 6 1/4, and we have to, because of it coming onto this part, it's just going to go there. And then again at 8 3/4. This will be posting later on a blog post. So the measurements, like I say, will go on with my template, but will not go onto a blog post until later on. So you'll have to check back with the video. Just rewatch the video. Now we're going to turn this, and on the short side, or the 5-inch side, we're going to score at 1 1/4. And then at 3 3/4 inches. There we go. So just like this. And you know what? While I've got this out, I think what I'll do is I'll score this piece, this inside piece. This is a 7 1/8 by 7 1/8. And I am going to score this at 2 3/8. On all 4 sides. Hello, Marjorie. And hello, Polly. And another one at 2 3/8. Now, I did get this idea to do this box by Claire Ottaway. Okay, so then on this piece here, let's come in with our paper snips. Now you can use larger scissors. I just found the paper snips are the best to do this. So this is going to show you kind of how this is going to go. All these dotted lines are score lines, and these are cut lines, these ones here. So let's just go in here. Let's cut there. We're going to cut all of these here. And we're just going to turn and do the same on that side. And it's better that you see how I do this than to turn around and just me telling you how to do it, right? I think that's probably the best. All right. So then this goes like this. And we will use our bone folder on all of this. But then on these parts here, we're going to miter this corner. We're going to miter this corner here. Then we're going to turn this and miter it again on the other side, and I'll show you. See, this is where these mitering is. And another miter on this side right here. And I need to cut that more into the... There we go. Now, these particular pieces here are actually going to be cut off on the inside of here. So I'm just going to come in and I'm just going to cut. These are the center pieces and these pieces right here. Like that. And then let's just go ahead and take this one off as well. Let's just trim that off. We want that score line off. There we go. So that is showing us just like this box is here. And then, now these are scraps, so we can go ahead and do that. I'll finish the top part afterwards. Okay, so now what this is going to do, and let's come in with our bone folder, and we're going to score on, get a good burnish on all of these score lines. And like I say, this is going to be an exploding box, and we're going to decorate it. Let me just go in and fix this one piece. It's not quite right. There we go. All right. So this is the inside of the box. And what's going to happen is this is going to go in like this. And this is going to go like this. This. And then this is going to fold up like this. And this is how we're going to get this. And then we're going to have a box on the inside. So what we want to do is we want to decorate this. So I've just turned this over. This is the outside parts. And now what I want to do is I want to put designer series paper on here and here. And then these 6 flaps here. So we don't want a huge amount in there. Hello, Patty. Oh, thank you. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. So then what we're going to do is I have some pieces already cut. Now, this is that beautiful designer series paper that is an online exclusive. It's a season of green and gold. And I am using, and don't cringe, I'm going to cover up these pieces here. But these pieces are 2 3/8 by 2 3/8. That's going to go right there and there. And of course it's 2 3/8 inch there. So this is going to be 1 1/8. And it's going to go on there onto these 4 sides. So let's go ahead and put that onto there. All you have to do, if you don't like using this, the iconic greenery would look good with this one as well. And kind of has one, I did kind of use it the other day, but it has the red in it. And I didn't want any red on this per se. So this is 1 1/8 by 2 3/8. So I'm just gonna, and decorating it first is probably the best way to do this. You can do it after. It's just a little bit harder once it's all put together. So we're just going to put those. So those are the 2. We want to make sure that they don't move on us. And then we've got these 6 pieces of these as well. Like I say, I've used this stamp set, this sophisticated sled. I'm sure it won't be the last, but one of the cards, like I say, had over 24 pieces that I cut. It took me a long time to cut it, but it's cut now and we're okay. Now, I guess I could have gone and matched these up, but I don't think you're going to see them too much. Because the box itself is folded. And let's go ahead and put this here and one on each side here. We can kind of match it up. Right? Awesome. So wait till this starts coming together. I think you're going to like it. These are things that you could also put onto your tables for gifts. I was thinking this would be a really kind of a neat thing if you had a skating party for something like treat things. Mind you, we don't even have those anymore, but this would be something that would be great for my family in Manitoba, that's for sure, because they have the skating ponds right. You can see it right from the dining room. It's right onto the pond. I didn't score this very good or burnish this very good, so let me get that done. You want those good and scored. All right. So now what we can do is we can go ahead and put this box together. So we're going to put this here. So we're going to put these two in here, and let's put this. Now measurement is very important on this particular box. Just not so much with this part. Well, it's always important on there, but the box that goes on the inside. And one here. Yeah, I've got a few ideas for this particular box. This is just going to go in here. And one here as well. So just like that, we want to make sure I didn't hold that, but we want to make sure that that glue sticks that. Like I say, then this is just going to go like this. And then we've got that box. Okay. Now, like I say, I thought of putting a very vanilla on the inside. So I do have the old olive here, just in case I'm going, ooh, I don't really like that. But I think it should be okay. Now, this particular one gets cut a little bit different. So let's go ahead and get that all good and scored. Now, for this whole box, if you turn around and you score on, hello, Janet. If you score and you're going to fold into the mountain, you've got to do it on both pieces. That bit with the mountain can throw off this one particular piece and really throw off your project. Okay, so then what you want to do is you want to come in here, and we're going to cut this side here. We're going to turn. And this is going to give this box more stability because we're going to leave, I'm not cutting off the edges. I'm going to keep them on here. We used to, like I say, had that thick berry vanilla. We don't anymore. And then we're going to cut here. So see how that's done on all those corners. So then we're just going to go back in and miter this. And that mitering just allows us to, so that when it folds into the box there, it doesn't show, like, because this is on the bottom part towards the box. I hope I explained that okay. Oh, hello, your first time live. Well, welcome. I really do appreciate you coming on. All right, so we have that like that. So we've got the miters. This one might need to be mitered a little bit more, but we should be okay. Now what we want to do is we want to put this box together. So the part that's been mitered off is going down there like so. So we're just going to go and we're going to glue this. Now, if you are a tear and tape person, you can go ahead and do that as well. Look at that. That's going to ooze out. We want to get that off of there, that's for sure. All right, so this piece is just going to go in there, and that's going to line up like so. Now that mitered piece, oh, here we go. I got that off by a bit here. Hold on, I got to pull that out. That mitered piece is down at the bottom here. So again, we're putting that mitered piece in there. And this, by having these sides here, that just makes it a little bit more secure for your particular box. You know, I didn't look like I scored that good enough or burnished that good enough. All right, so let's go ahead and put that on there. I would like to do just a whole palette 3D things. I like doing 3D. Okay, again, the mitered piece is on the bottom. Now this piece is going to go in here, and I'm going to actually stick it in there on the inside. Oh, what's going on here? There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and put this piece on the inside there. Just goes in there. And then this piece here also gets glued. So I'm actually just going to fold it to the inside here and just glue on the inside. I know you can't see that, but just like that. And then I'm just going to attach that to there. So all those mitered edges are all towards the bottom of the box. But because of that, we can have this part even. All right. Marjorie says she loves boxes. All right, so this, and this is ever so small. Now remember, I scored everything on the inside towards the mountain on there. If not, if you did one way and one the other way, depending which one that you did, you could end up that is not going to fit in there. So see, that's going to go there. Whoops, sorry. And then this is just going to go there. So we put glue on there. And see, these boxes are going to come up like so. Just like that. Now what we want to do is maybe come in with our bone folder. Now if we wanted to, we could put our designer series paper inside there, or I could have decorated this part here as well. But I chose not to on this particular box. Okay, so we've got that like that. Now, how are we going to close it? I am going to use a belly band. And I didn't cut this first because I wasn't sure what size. And I'm thinking, do I want to go a 1 inch, maybe a 1 1/4? Let's see if that's not too long, too wide. And this is by 11 inches. That's the one piece that you cut off when you cut that piece that was 5 by 10. So this is by 11 inches there. So this is, I can come like this and wrap this around, and it's going to be ever so tight, but see how it's going to go. Whoops, see how it's going to go in like that. So this is going to go like, I just want to get this in the right spot. Okay, so I'm going to go like this, and once I've got that sort of scored, I'm just going to go here, and let's get a good score line up at the top. I don't like scoring ahead of time because I like it to be, it's almost like you finger score it. So this is just going to be finger scored there, and I'm just going to come in and score that right there. And then these pieces here, when I go here, and this goes on here like so. This then, because we finger scored it, can then easily just come off of the box. Okay. So just go and score that a bit more, and this one a bit more. Ah, thanks, Janet. All right, so let's come here. I know what this is just perfect for. That, like I say, this is perfect for my granddaughter's Pandora that she's going to get. It's not going to be decorated like this. It'll be decorated a little bit different. Okay. I always like with my belly bands, I like them to be up at the top because I can cover that part. I can control how much I cover on there. I can cover this crease up. If it's on the bottom, people are going to see the crease, so I don't want that to happen. Okay. I want to put that back on there because I've got to get that so it's good and dry. And I'm just going to hold that just like that for now. Okay, so then now we're going to decorate it. And of course, like I say, I am going to decorate this with the sophisticated sled. Sort of. Now, a lot of people, when they're doing this, they use clips to hold this tight. I don't think I need it to hold it tight. Let's just put that on there for now. Now, this can go either way. So let's just put that like that. Okay, we'll just put that off to the side. Now what we want to do is we want to decorate. Now I have gone ahead and cut out a bunch of stuff. I didn't cut out the sled. Well, I do have a sled, but we're not going to use the sled this time. But I do have these. Now these look familiar, don't they? Well, to a point they look familiar. These are the greetings of the season, but I've gone ahead and taken my tin snips and I've taken those holes out. There is no way that you can get to die cut this without those holes unless if you want the whole thing. So thanks, Anna. I appreciate you watching. I really do. It is a nice size. It's a great size. Like, just think what you can put in there. How many goodies could you put in there? All right, so I thought this one would work, but then I think I'm going to use this particular one. But see, no holes in there because I took my tin snips. Now, I happened to buy a second one. I still wanted my tags, but I bought a second one. I know I've been thinking about this as soon as it came in. All right, so in here is the wreath. Now, we could stamp that wreath like this. We could have done that, but I decided that what I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate the wreath just as a cutout. Okay. So I cut out some of these. These are in old olive. And then I've got some in, look at this. I've got some in mossy meadow because I don't know how much I'm going to have to use. So let's go ahead and start putting this on here. Now, I found the best way to do this was with the glue dots. So I'm going to continue to use the glue dots on this particular one. And let's just scrunch that up. And we're just going to put this on here. See, so what we're doing is we're building our own wreath. And we're building it and having it so that it's got more wreaths, more leaves on it. I'll do another one. And I'm also letting it be free flowing as well. So this is just going to go like this. Now, like I say, I could turn around and, oops, I want to bring that up just a bit. I think it'll be okay. And then we've got, you know what, and I could hold that down. I think this is not quite right. So let me just get that glue dot unglued. Just like so. Now, I could put some more glue dots down on there, but then I thought, oh, let's go ahead and put some more of this one on there. And I think we'll go on to, it won't matter where I put them actually. So let's get some more glue dots. And if I want to position it down, I can then just go put the glue dots on there. So let's put some, this is Mossy Meadow. And I cut 2 of those because that kind of gives us the same colors as what's in the box. And just like this. So that's a pretty hefty wreath, right? Now, if I want, I had some of this already cut out from something I'd done the other day. I might put some of that gold in there as well. So this is going to go on here like so. Well, we need this. We need to position some of that down because it's not quite. I don't want it to look like an uneven wreath. I think it's all the old olive that's doing that. There we go. Once I get the skates on there, you won't really notice too much about that wreath being a little uneven. See, that needs to come. I feel like I'm a florist by doing this. It reminds me an awful lot of my mom. She used to do all this stuff. Okay, let's get that down there. So we'll just go and take some more glue dots. And we have a pretty hefty wreath. Probably a little heftier than what I had planned, but it's okay. Okay. Let's have that up at the top. All right. Then we have our skates. And of course, we need to get the glue onto our blades. I love the fact we have silver foil now. It's so great. Now I'm going to let that kind of sit because I let it sit so that I don't have that glue all oozing out, right? Now on the skates, you want to just come here and just put a thin line here. You're going to let that set as well. That's the whole key to glue, is so that it doesn't, so it doesn't ooze out. You want to, oops, my goodness, I can't get that one out. You let it set, and then the glue is, oh, I see. That's why that was sticky, because there's a bit of glue on there. And then we'll also do this on the other skate. And then that's the way that we're going to put the laces on. These laces are amazing. Like I say, Stampin' Up really hit this one out of the park. So I'm just going to take, this is Cherry Cobbler. Yeah, Cherry Cobbler. And this is like a hint of red on here. So let's just come in with that skate. And then this just slides in there. You want to get those laces right even with the skate part, and then just hold it down there, and that attaches to that glue. Let's go ahead and do the lace on this one as well. Excuse me. So I just need to get this out of here. Oh, excuse. You know what? I've got this blade on there. So let's just go ahead and put that on there so I don't have glue all over the place, because I've got glue on there already. So that's going to go there. Just going to get these laces fixed up here. I have glue all over my fingers. Oh no. Thank you. Oh, I just love these skates. We used to skate and go up to a lake and go skating a lot. And that, it's funny because also there was a guy that we went to elementary school with, and his dad used to flood their backyard. We used to be able to do that in Kamloops. You can't very well do that anymore. We don't get that cold. Or we get cold, but not long enough anymore. All right, and then let's just put that blade on there. Ugh. Now, see, I've got all that stuff on there. Now, I do want to put a tiny bit of this gold on there. So I'm just going to snip off some of these. I'm just going to stick this in there. So I think this gold will look really pretty on there. Oh, see, I've got so much on my fingers. There. And a tiny bit more here. Oh, you know what? I think this has got, you know what this has got on there? And I don't even have to worry about the glue. I think this might have the backing. Does it? Yes. So I must have put an adhesive sheet on there. So I just grabbed that off of my desk. Let's just put that on there. How fun. Since I don't have to worry about it. Let's cut that little bit off there too. And that's with an adhesive sheet as well. I think. No, maybe not. I thought they all had adhesive sheets, but guess not. That's okay. We can just glue that on with a glue dot. Oh, hence the reason why I like these glue dots as opposed to. All right, so again, we're just going to scrunch that up. Put this on there. That right there. And this one as well. And we can always take it off if we don't like it. You know what? I think this is too much of that old mossy meadow up there. It's just a little too high. I'm just going to, just took our trimmers and took that off. Okay, and one there. Oh, here we go again. All right. Hello, Karen. All right, so let's just put that on there. To there. This is going to go on here. I might even be taking those off, but I do want these skates on there. So these are going to come. All right, so we're going to have to attach this. So I'm actually just going to glue this part onto this thing here. There we go, just like that. And the reason I've done that is because I want to put these skates on with dimensionals down in there. That's going to go there, one there. And then let's just go here in another dimensional. These are going to go there. Look at that. All right, let's get that out of the way. And see, this is then going to go on here, but it definitely needs some twine or something on there. So I am going to come in, and this twine here, and you're going to gasp when you see me doing this, but this is this glass mat. I love the fact that we have the glass mat. And this is light cherry cobbler. I think we'll go with dark cherry cobbler. And I can just take this and just color this It comes off with rubbing alcohol. And it dries so quickly. I don't have to worry about it. Let's go a tiny bit more. And we're going to do a double bow with this. So you need roughly about 18 inches to do that, because it's a 9-inch bow that you want to do. Okay. And it won't matter if there's a tiny bit of white showing on there. Okay, so I'm just going to tie this. Wish we had red. We don't know what's coming in our new catalog, so maybe there'll be some red. There's no red ribbon at this point. We really need some red ribbon. So I'm just going to come in and cut this end off as well. Let's come and cut this. It's all about details, right? You know what? I'm thinking, see, that's dry already. This is one of my old ones too. Oh, no, this is a light one. There we go. Okay. Then this part here, let me move that out of the way. Geez, you probably wish that I just covered that up. So let's just cover that up so you don't see that ugly. And then I'm just going to put this up here. So again, we're using a glue dot. And if you want, and if you're particular and that sort of stuff, you can basically have those go behind your skates, like the laces that are tied. But I don't need to have that there. This is going to go on here like so. And then we also have, these are the gems that come with that Seasons of Gold and Green. So we're going to come in here, and I thought I could color those, but it doesn't work that way. So I'm just coming in, and we're going to put one of the 3 ones here. And then we're going to use 2 ones. One up there. Because this is a special box, right? And one here as well. So that is not, hold on. That is not, that bow didn't stick. Is it because it was still maybe a bit damp? That could have been the reason. All right, so then this is just going to go on here. And now we also want to have a bit of a sentiment on there, right? So I really like the Good Tidings or Yay All the Way. It depends what you're using it for, but I'm going to use the Good Tidings. And no, I'm not going to emboss, although I'm really tempted to. Oh my goodness. Like I say, I love my embossing, but this should look okay. I'm coming in with a strip of Very Vanilla, and I'm just going to quickly cut that off of my piece here, and I'm going to do it 1/4 of an inch. This is the perfect sentiment for 1/4 of an inch. So we're just going to come in here. Look at this. I'm going to come in with my cherry cobbler. And, oops, I don't like where I put that. There we go. Well, we're going to leave it like this. I was going to change it. I wanted maybe a bit of a, you know what? I'm still going to do it because that's what I kind of visioned. So I'm going to come in and cut another. Yeah, it's a really good size box, Pam. So let's go like this. I want this in such a way, and I'll show you what I want to do with it. I want cherry cobbler. I want it sort of in the middle. There we go. Let's close this up. Okay, we're just going to chevron those ends. Ooh, that might be a little bit too long. Just cut this off a bit. I don't like deep chevrons, like little tiny ones. Another one. Just like so. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our bone folder and we're going to do this way. And we want it to go, okay, so that's going to go onto there. So I thought I had already put that on. I'm going to put those on with dimensionals just so that it's off of the box a bit, so it's easy to take the belly band off. That's just going to go like that. And then this piece here is going to go on with 2 mini dimensionals in the middle. Can't get that so that that's straight there. There we go. One there and one here. There. My goodness. Oh, these skates. So that is just going to go across just like that. And there's our box. So I hope you like that. If you like that, give me the thumbs up. Share my video. I really do appreciate it when you do that. Remember that if you live in Canada, I'd love to be your demonstrator. But, oh, your first video. Well, thanks, Christine. Well, thank you. I have 3 new people watching, so that's great. If you do like it, make sure you give me the thumbs up. Share my video. I really do appreciate it. And make sure that you're subscribed below. But there you go. There's. Let me go back up. Let me just quickly show you back. Let me go there. So just like this, the belly band comes off and our box opens up like so. Just think you could put some proper tissue paper in there. Lots of different things that you can do with this particular box. Let me see. I don't want it on that way. Hold on. We're going to put it across this way. Goes better that way. So remember, that's why you want to do a finger thing there. So there you go. Awesome, you guys. So like I say, tomorrow I am hoping, as long as I get that video done today, there'll be a technique tomorrow at 4:30 Pacific time. And also on Saturday, I'll be doing my card sketch. I won't be doing all the other stuff the rest of this week, but I'm hoping to do a surprise thing with my son where he's going to show you how to color and doing flesh tones with coloring. Or I'm taking about 5 or 6 stamp sets. It depends which one he picks to do. So, but he is an artist, so I'm hoping that you'll learn some tips and tricks from him. All right, you guys, remember to create because it's great for the soul. Bye for now.